How is the Pythagorean theorem used in virtual reality? Imagine stepping into a world where every movement feels perfectly real, every object responds just right, and distances are calculated instantly. That's where the Pythagorean theorem plays a big role in virtual reality. It helps create those seamless, believable environments we love. When developers build virtual worlds, they need to know exactly how far apart objects are and how characters move from one point to another. The Pythagorean theorem makes this possible by providing a simple way to measure straight-line distances in three-dimensional space. The core idea is straightforward. The Pythagorean theorem states that in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Think of it as a way to find the direct distance between 2 points when you know how far apart they are horizontally and vertically. In virtual reality, this helps with many tasks. For example, when a user points at an object, the system calculates the distance from the users to the object using this theorem. It treats the distance as the hypotenuse of a right triangle formed by the horizontal and vertical differences. This calculation is essential for rendering scenes correctly. If the system knows how far objects are, it can adjust their size and clarity based on distance, making the scene look more realistic. When characters or robots move through the virtual world, they often take diagonal paths. The Pythagorean theorem helps determine how far they need to go in a straight line, even if they are moving diagonally across the space. This ensures movement looks smooth and natural. Collision detection is another area where the theorem is vital. When two objects come close, the system calculates the distance between their centers. If that distance is less than the sum of their sizes, it signals a collision. Using the Pythagorean theorem here makes these calculations quick and accurate. In three-dimensional space, the theorem is used twice. First, it finds the diagonal of a flat surface, and then it extends to find the space diagonal of a box or room. This helps in positioning objects precisely and making sure everything aligns correctly in the virtual environment. When programmers write code for virtual reality, they often include formulas based on the Pythagorean theorem to automate these distance calculations. This allows virtual characters and objects to move and interact realistically without manual adjustments. In short, the Pythagorean theorem is a key tool in virtual reality. It helps translate the relationships between shapes, angles, and distances into exact measurements. This makes virtual worlds feel real, interactive, and believable, providing users with an immersive experience that mimics the real world as closely as possible.